Live. I thought just for fun I would do a fireside chat and see if anybody showed up. Come on over. We're having a campfire. I'll hang out here a little bit to see if anybody shows up. I think most of my people are East Coast people and they're probably in bed right now. But we on the West Coast are still awake and enjoying a nice fire. So we don't have any marshmallows, no Hershey bars or graham crackers, so no s'mores tonight. But we did float in the pool for a little while and relax. And now we're just hanging out. So let's just enjoy this, shall we? I've got a thumbs up. That's pretty cool, but nobody's in here. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever did that. Hello. I know who's in here. We're having a fireside chat. If you feel comfortable identifying who you are, I'd love to say good evening to you, personally. It's pretty, right? We had more fun. We've had a few windstorms here, so we went around town and gathered up tree branches and all kinds of stuff from all the broken down trees from the windstorm. So now we've got nice wood for our fire, our backyard fires. So I'm glad you're here, whoever you are. I'm glad you're here. I guess I should shut up and we just enjoy it, right? Hello, everyone. We're having a fireside chat. There's only one person in here and we haven't chatted yet, so we're just enjoying the fire for a while. I was going to have a live stream earlier today, and well, what happened with that, you may need to add more wood, as I tell Dan. Hi, Matt. I'm not sure I've met you before. Welcome to the fireside chat. Our fire is getting going here. I was just gonna say that I was gonna do a live stream earlier today, and I've got 7 people in here now. See, just come on by for a fireside chat, right? Like, come on. Ooh, it's getting exciting. Got a small stash of wood here. 14 people are in here. All right, everybody. Yeah, it does look cozy, doesn't it? Hi, everybody. Welcome in, and thank you for the thumbs up. I don't have a whole lot to say. I just wanted to share this beautiful fire with all of you and say hi. I don't know any of you, unless you guys are subscribers, which I kind of doubt, but that's okay. I wanted to do a live stream earlier, but I'm taking, let me turn my sounds down. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, guys, that I've got my finger in the shot there. No marshmallows. No, we don't have marshmallows. We don't have chocolate. We don't have nothing. No, it was really an impromptu fire. We just thought, what the heck? I mean, it's 90 degrees out, so maybe not so wise to even be having a fire, but we had to do it. This is our weekend, so yep, backyard. Oh my goodness. VR Jesus. I brought a barbecue inside and almost died of carbon monoxide poisoning. There's a lesson in there somewhere. Yes, there is. I'm thinking there is. Hello. Hello, Texas. Killer Kev's son, stop playing. Hello, Texas. This is Idaho over here speaking. Northern Idaho. Where's everybody else from? Anybody want to pipe up where they're from? Just give a state. You don't have to give your actual location. It's nice that all of you are joining us for tonight. Oh, is my phone getting hot? Oh, yeah, it is getting too close to the fire. Hold on, let me see what I can do here. Oh, there we go. I can sit back. There. All right, welcome, New York. Welcome. I'm from VR Heaven, Laredo, Texas. Hey, I love the Texas folks. You in Texas match perfectly with us in Idaho. VR, I don't know. What's the VR stand for? VR Jesus? Am I? Oh, virtual reality. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Montreal, Canada. Woohoo! We're going international now. Very cool. It's a roaring fire. I'm glad you guys stopped by. I don't know any of you, and that's okay. You don't know me, but that's okay. We're just enjoying this. Let's see. Killer Kev's son. Can you look up my dad, please? He streams tomorrow around 1 in the afternoon. Well, if I can remember to, I can try. Dare I ask what he's streaming? I know these audiences can get a little dicey sometimes, so I don't know what you're about to suggest, but... You're sharper than 90% of the world. Trust me, I'm all-knowing. That's from VR Jesus. Oh my goodness. Oh, now hang on. I have to say, after swiping through 90 dystopian hellscape live streams of people gambling, this is so chill. That's right. That's right. You have found the chill live stream. Oh, he streams Call of Duty. Okay, my son would probably love that. Okay. So, Killer Kev's son, your dad, you said it was your dad, right? I just lost the, but you're 13. Welcome, Killer Kevs. Someone wants Trump for president in 2024. I'm not into politics. No offense. We're just chilling by the fire right now. He's trying to market. Please get rid of him. Which one? Oh, is it Killer Kevs? Okay, Killer Kevs. If you're trying to market, no marketing here. No selling stuff. But you know, if you don't spam the chat, I don't have a problem with it. All right? Just let everybody have a chat. Have a chance to talk. And be nice. All right? Be kind and respectful. I'm a lady. What does that even mean? I'm way too young for that. I don't know. I don't know, Killer Cavs. You guys behave yourself, please, because this is just a place to chill. Especially if there's 90 other dystopian live streams right now. We need a place to chill. I'm done with dystopia. Thank you very much. These nuts says, y'all chill. It's a nice evening. That's right. It's beautiful here.
Just chilling, everyone.
Yeah. That's Dan. That's my husband.
Winston decided to join us.
Winston's out here somewhere, but it's too
Winston's
dark.
there, yeah.
Winston's our dog. He's an Australian Shepherd. Oh yes, 11:30 at night. So, Killer Calves, you are from me. Let's see, you must be Midwest or so. Yes, my husband is very chill. Very chill. That's why I married him, because I'm not chill typically, except now I'm sitting by a fire, so I'm chill. But I'm not typically chill, so he balances me out. A Rottweiler? No, thank you. No, thank you. But there are people that would take him, I'm sure. Okay, we've got a message held for review. I'm not going to view this message held for review. We're here to use kind language and be kind to each other and chill as we have a fire here. Sorry there's no s'mores. I'm totally bummed about that. My husband and I, we met, well, my parents went into the store where he was a salesman and they were purchasing items from him. And my mother says, you got to meet this guy. And I was like, no. I'd just been through a horrible divorce. My husband, well, he was my ex-husband, but before he was my ex-husband, he took up with my sister and then ultimately married my sister. So, yeah, I wasn't really...
Can you say Jerry Springer?
I wasn't really feeling, meeting a new guy and dating or anything. So when I met him, Dan, my husband, I was like, hi, but I don't want to date right now. He says, that's all right. I don't either. So, oh, you found him in a ditch. Oh.
Hey, buddy.
Can't you give him, do you have a no-kill shelter around you, Killer Calves? Sometimes there's good, depending on where you live, there's good. My phone is getting hot. Oh my goodness, you guys. This will not be a chill live stream if my phone burns up. But Killer Calv, can you find like a no-kill shelter or even like around here we have people that do fostering and stuff. You could have someone foster him until they can find somebody to adopt him. No. Don't be jaded, VR Jesus. Don't be jaded, even at 32, okay? Just take my word for it on that. Oh, can you see Mr. Winston? Oh, you don't want to see Dan. Hey, step sideways for a minute so they can see Mr. Winston. See, he's right there. I'm going to address you're being jaded, so just hang on. There's Mr. Winston. Oh, he's so wonderful. He's such a good boy. Don't be jaded, please. Always have hope for love. It's never too late. I know how cliche that sounds, but it's true. Okay? I mean, I was married to my first husband for, 8.5 years. And let's see, divorced him. Well, yeah, divorced him in 2000. Met Dan about a year later. We've been married 22 years.
22 years, yeah.
There's always hope. The trick is, don't go looking for it. When you get all obsessed with trying to find someone, you're not going to find them. It's when you're not looking, because that's how it was with Dan and I. I was not looking for him. No offense to him. I was just burnt out from my first marriage. Okay, Killer Calves, you're going to head out, okay? Have a good night, all right? Sweet dreams. Give your dog some love, okay? He needs it sounds like. Fireside chat. We're being kind to each other. That's the theme of tonight. Chill and kind. Yeah, I'm not looking, but I've been not looking for a while now. And I know it's harder out there now, VR Jesus. I know that. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't want you to give up, though. Let's see, these nuts. You and your husband were meant to be. I don't know how you feel around your ex and your sister.
Hmm.
Let's see. How do I feel around my ex and my sister? I am now estranged from my sister, but that took, let's see, all this went down in the summer of 2000. So it took me 24 years to get myself estranged from my sister. So now I'm not talking to her. My ex husband, I actually have, I'm cordial with him. How about that? But we didn't talk for 24 years while he was married to my sister. So it's only been in the last year that we've been talking again. And so we're cordial to each other. So that's that. Have a good night, Killer Calves. I'm glad you stopped by. Makes me happy.
Yep, nice having you. See ya, Killer Cab. Good night.
Let's see here. I'm loving people popping in and out. See, I don't understand this. I want you guys to know this. This happened to me the other day where I did a live stream and I had people from all over the world in here. And some lady told me that the algorithm chose me. I didn't know people went kind of like surfing for live streams. I didn't know this was a thing. I mean, I'm 52, guys. So I'm the old lady in the room here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The chat was going by and I didn't know it. Hold on, guys. I got to catch up. Okay, messages are being held for review. You're being held for review because you're being inappropriate, I think. That's crazy. Your ex went after your sister after y'all. No. After y'all broke up. Is some crazy newsflash stuff I've never heard. No, these nuts. No. Why don't you just, here's the fireside talk for tonight. My sister was married to a man from the Middle East, and she came to visit me and my husband and my son, my first husband, just came for the summer to visit. And, I don't even know. It probably took them 2 weeks to start their little relationship. And what ensued from there was nothing but hell for me. I would be things like I'd go to do my husband's laundry and I'd find a note in the pocket of his pants that was written from her to him saying, "You are the only one for me." And I was just like, I'm still in the room here, folks. could you wait with your affair? So then we got separated. And I mean, this is a great story. This is great fireside stuff. Is your ex still married? Hi, Summers. Hi. No, they just got divorced this year. So they didn't make it. But yeah, so we got separated and we're in the process of a divorce. And my sister moved into, this gets better. Wait, it gets better. Wait. She moved into the apartment complex across a church parking lot from me. So I could stand at my living room and my kitchen window and look out my window and see my ex-husband walking into my sister's apartment. I kid you not. So I went over there one night we were all enrolled at the University of Idaho. And I went over there one night to hang out with my sister and do some studying for school. And she says, "Well, I want to go to bed now. I'm tired." I said, "Okay." So I walked back across the parking lot to my house. And then I realized I'd forgotten my books and stuff at her house. And so I called her up and I said, "Can I come back over and get my stuff?" And she was mad. She was so mad. And I got over there and she combed her hair and put on perfume. I said, Huh, interesting. I thought you were going to go to bed and your hair looks awfully nice and you're wearing perfume. Why? Well, I just wanted to feel nice as I went off to bed. Long story short, my husband was there. So he got a good swift knee in the balls. Yes, I'm saying it. And I told my sister that she could go to hell. But I did end up having a relationship with my sister after that because she was family. So yeah, it's quite the story. It's a 24-year long story from hell. I did 2 videos about it, but I think I locked them, so you wouldn't be able to watch them right now. This is incredible fireside tea, isn't it?
Mm.
Way better. I don't know. Way better than horror stories, right? We don't need any of that garbage. We can talk about my drama. I've had quite a life, guys. Quite a life. Yeah, she was a class act. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was. So she had 4 children by her first husband, divorced him. I divorced mine. Those two, so my ex-husband and my sister got married and then went on to have 4 more children for a total of 8. My ex-husband abandoned the son that he had with me, just flat stopped talking to him, moved away across the United States and barely ever talked to him for years. But the reason I'm allowing him a little bit of grace right now is because he's working hard to reconcile with his son. So, which is far more than anything my sister is doing right now. Yeah, they do deserve each other. Well, I don't know. They're divorced now, so she actually did you a favor by showing you who he and she really were. Yeah, but you know the sad part of that, VR Jesus, is oh, okay, so I'm a mind control and ritual abuse survivor. You know, legit. If you don't know about MK Ultra, you need to look that up. That is my family. We were put through all that. So there was a lot of mind control going on, and I was controlled by my mother. So I was forced to stay in this nasty little family up until about, oh, I don't know. I broke free in 2000 and what would it have been, like 19? And I had intermittent contact with my mother and my sister, but it's just been a process of getting away from them because my mother and my sister are exactly alike. So yeah, boy, this is a fun fireside chat. Let's see, a question for your husband. How, okay, he wants to know, how did you feel after I told you about Angela and Nate getting having a relationship and all that?
Well, my I'm very a very simplistic person, and I'm real easy to go. That was in the past. We have our own life, and we're moving forward. And I didn't think much about it, other than it was very crazy. But um, yeah, that was the past. I'm not going to judge or think any different of people's past.
No, but what did you think at the time? Like when I came to, remember when you were in the basement at my parents and you were setting up their
Yeah.
TV and I told you what was going on? What were you thinking at that point?
Well, it was kind of unbelievable. I'd never heard anything like that before, but I was certainly thinking, boy, this is our very own Jerry Springer show.
Yeah, so that was that. But he's one of those people that likes to leave the past in the past, not dredge up past stuff. I'm the complete opposite. That's why our marriage works, because we balance each other out. So, oh, VR Jesus, I'm so glad you had supportive, loving parents. I'm so grateful that you did. I had a good dad. My dad was awesome. He was very angry and a touch violent, but he was angry and violent because he had to live with my mother. So who can blame him? So I don't know. I lost him in 2014. He escaped just in time. It's late. I'm tired, so I can laugh about it. But yeah, he was a good man. He would take me. He worked for the U.S. Geological Survey, so he was gone during the week. But on the weekends, he'd take me, and we'd go like out onto Forest Service land and cut wood, and fill up the truck with wood and bring it home. He'd teach me how to fix the brakes on the motorcycle. Oh my gosh, he built me a little wooden sailboat to sail in the puddles and stuff. He was a good dad. He took care of me. It was like he was my saving grace as far as uh, giving me a grounded place to be in between the times where my mother was heinously abusing me. I mean, it was bad what she did to me. God took his time. These nuts. God took his time creating you. You're strong. Very inspiring, by the way. Well, thank you very much, these nuts. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've worked hard because I didn't want to be like them. I still don't want to be like them. So anytime there's any inkling that I might be like them, I get to work. So yeah, I've become very strong, very stable. I'm sober now. I was an alcoholic. I have moments, sometimes, sometimes 2 week moments where I'm 2 and 3 week moments where I'm really struggling. But for the most part, yep, I'm doing pretty good. So let's see. You guys are so chill. I wish I could just hang with y'all all the time, both you and your husband. I love it. These nuts. See, this is what I love, because when I did my impromptu live stream the other day and got the whole world in there, it turned out really, really good. Overall, I had a really good moderator in there that was kicking out the bad guys. And then the rest of the people in there were like you guys, very just kind and nice and willing to just sit around and talk. And I'm somebody that's real open, so you could pretty much ask me anything. I mean, as long as you don't get too rude, and I'd answer it, because I lived under so many lies and so much deception that I can't lie. I can't be deceiving anymore. So let's see. You should laugh about it. Nobody is perfect. I'm sure you knew him, and I'm sure he did his best. Yes, he did. It's crazy how this is these nuts. It's crazy how you actually have a pretty similar situation like my mom. She was emotionally and physically abused by her mother and quite hated by her from the start. Yeah, but she had a loving dad. Wow. Give your mom a hug for me. Uh, this is one of those situations, these nuts, where it's like you are glad that you're not alone, yet you wish you were, because you wouldn't want anybody else to go through the same situation. But let your mom know that she's loved, okay? She's not alone out there. Yeah. Can I ask you? So VR Jesus is asking. Oh, wait, let me go back. These nuts. What does your husband love to do? Oh, he loves to work on cars. He's currently building what is that thing called? A remote control airplane, just a little cheapy version, but it's something to decompress with. And I don't know, you can't see him in the dark.
I love bicycles.
Oh,
mechanics of bicycles, cycling.
You should see. He's got an electric bike right now, guys, and he has customized it with, a paint job and whatever, and it's so cool looking. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the fire here for you. Yeah, he's a mechanical guy. He's a mechanical guy, so anything metal work, he's real good with welding and that kind of stuff. Not so great with wood, but great with metal. Let's see. VR Jesus says, can I ask what drives you to live stream, and how does hubby feel about this activity? Well, my hubby is next to me right now. And so this live stream, I just asked him, I said, hey, are you cool if we do a fireside chat? And I didn't know who would show up. So I don't know. I guess what drove me to do this one, I just wanted to talk to people. I like to I like to talk to people. I like to get to know people. I like to hear their stories. I like to offer any support that I can, any advice, anything. I want people to not feel alone in this world. Um, I don't know. I'm just one of those people, those annoying people that loves people and wants to help them and is kind. So let's see. And how does he feel about my live streaming? He's fine with it because I'm VR Jesus. I'm a Christian woman. So I try my very best to walk the straight and narrow. So doing a nighttime live stream, he's by my side. So I don't think there's a problem with that. I mean, I'm not sure what you're saying, but he's okay with it. Let's see. These nuts. My mom would love y'all. We are European and moved to the States 3 years ago. Oh, wow. Welcome. So she's quite lonely, but people like you are a blessing on this planet. Well, tell her about my channel, okay? Tell her about my channel, These Nuts, please. I even have a Substack. She might want to, I don't know. I don't know if she would want to do something like that, but I write a newsletter, and if she signs up, oh, you'd have to, all the information is on my channel page, but she could sign up for the newsletter and stuff. And I don't know. I love to write too. So the newsletter comes out, I don't know, whenever I feel like writing, I write a newsletter. But just again, to support people and let them know they're not alone. Well, yeah, and I'd love to meet her. So, and yes, I do support my man's hobbies. Absolutely. I'm so impressed by what he can do. My husband is cool like that. Let's see. VR Jesus. And politics. Read the room. Yeah, we're Dylan Flynn. You know, you're asking a question. You're asking me, are you, I'm guessing you meant to say, are you a lesbian and gay ally? One of my very best friends is gay. I've known him since junior high, and I love him to death. So I don't know if that will answer your question, but that's all I will say. I don't want to get into debates and get everybody arguing. We are having a nice, chill fireside chat right now. So I love and accept everybody. As long as you're being kind and decent, you know? So Dylan Flynn, I'm very Christian and lesbian. All right. Then you are getting to know Jesus, and that's awesome. That is my hope for everybody. So well done.
Welcome.
Yep, see? My husband, oh, you can't see him in the dark. He's saying welcome. You subscribed These Nuts? I'm glad. I hope you like my content. I mean, these live streams have been great, but often what I talk about in my content is healing from the mind control and ritual abuse. So I don't know. It's different. I kind of jump around because I'm that kind of person. It's sort of whatever I feel like doing. Like tonight, I felt like doing a fireside live stream. So let's see. You should write a book about your past experiences and life overall. I definitely read it and promote the hell out of it. Okay, well, These Nuts, if you can put this in your mind, I have a website, thebookofelizabeth.net. My name is Elizabeth. That is the beginning of my book. There's a blog on there. There's my story, having been through what I went through. And then, of course, on Substack, like I said, you'll have to go. That's anenemyofthelie.substack.com. But all this information is on the channel page, okay? So if you go to my main channel page, you'll be able to see what my website is. You'll be able to see what my Substack is. Sign up for the newsletter. I'm having more fun writing those newsletters. But my website has blog posts. It explains my experience with mind control and ritual abuse. It explains what mind control and ritual abuse is if you don't know what it is. So there's that too. But yeah. And the way I healed personally was, well, I always say Jesus found me because I was so darn lost. And because of the abuse I went through, I didn't believe God loved me. I didn't believe I had a place in heaven. So Jesus came looking for me, you know? He came and drugged me out of it all. So, yep. VR Jesus. I'm an ally of those who are good to people. Amen. Amen. Let's see. No debates, but ... But VR Jesus. I just realized how sacrilegious my name is for a Christian. I mean, yeah, but you know, I don't get offended. I mean, I really try not to. I mean, I guess I do sometimes get offended. I should tell the truth here. But whatever. I mean, believe me, I've had people come to my channel and, so no, just, you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't worry about it.
Just whatever.
You're VR Jesus to me.
VR Jesus. My husband is half Mexican, so. Well, Dylan Flynn, I'm glad you love Jesus, and he loves you too. That's the beauty of it all. He loves you too. So you just keep that close to your heart at all times, okay? These nuts, I don't care what you post, I'll love it. I'm a hook my friends and my mom on your channel 100%. I love it. Oh my gosh. I may have to do more fireside chats just for you, these nuts. And for VR Jesus. You guys are great. Oh, let's see. VR Jesus. I'm subbed to 2. Y'all are chill for real. How do you link the abuse to MK Ultra? Ooh, okay. So hold on. Let me read all you said here. Are you saying your mom was part of a government program and you were subjected to abuse as a result of that? Well, yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, MK Ultra ended, or so they say, ended in the late 70s. You know, you can look up all the Senate hearings and all that on it. But it all went underground and split up and went into other projects and whatever. And then that's the kind of stuff that I got involved with, was whatever was beyond MK Ultra. I don't know. I mean, I have some ideas, but of course none of this is documented. So I can't produce a document for you saying, hey, I was a part of Project Stargate. You know, there's nothing there. I can tell you, man, I could tell stories. I could tell stories. But yes, my mother was actually in Project, definitely MK Ultra. There was one that was down in San Francisco. Shoot, what was that called? That one might have been Grill Flame. I'm not sure. How appropriate, right? We're looking at a fire. And then Bluebird, I believe, Project Bluebird. My grandfather, we can thank my grandfather for this. Came from nothing and then ran into the wrong crowd, and he managed to get his family involved in it. Sold us all, literally. Made millions off of us. I'd swear right now, but I think I'll keep my mouth clean tonight. These nuts. I'm kind of good at promoting, so I got you with your book. No worries. Anything I can buy? No. You know, these nuts. I'm in the middle of a process of, I don't even want to get into it tonight, but no, nothing to buy. I just have my website, and like I said, I have my Substack, and you can subscribe. I mean, if you're wanting to promote things for people to buy, you can buy a subscription to my Substack, but you know,
we're not in it
for money. You know, I mean, I'm gonna write a book someday for sure, and then that, of course, will sell. But right now, my website, I titled it "The Book of Elizabeth" because it is the beginnings of my book. It took a lot of courage for me to even begin to say out loud, or in this case, write out loud, my experiences. And be careful when you go over there and read some of that stuff. It's pretty hardcore. I mean, we're talking serious trauma here. So, um, and then I started talking openly on here on YouTube, but I lock my videos and I unlock them and I lock them again. And but if I somehow manage to find you again, I can give you links to the videos I've got locked if you want to watch them. Like I called them my sister wife videos. I did 2 videos um, about the whole, my sister coming and taking my husband from me. So, yeah. But if I see you around, I'll give you those links. I hesitate to unlock the videos again because I feel like whenever I unlock them, I put myself up for possible judgment. Because here's the deal. Hold on. I'm going to tell you the deal here in a minute. These nuts. Hang on. But let me see. Dylan Flynn, I don't believe being gay is a sin, and God is all merciful to you and everyone. He loves us so much. Well, Dylan, there are parts in the Bible that talk about being gay. Here's my thing. Here's where I stand with it. That is between you and Jesus, and how your relationship with Jesus looks is none of my business. Absolutely none of my business. I know, and I may rock a few boats here. I know, like, for example, my dad was, I don't know if you were here when I said it, he was a violent and angry man. He used profanity. He was far from perfect. He was far from, what a lot of Christians would say is, perfectly biblical. And I know, because what you guys all don't know about me right now is I have precognitive dreams or prophetic dreams. I also, in my dreams, I've actually seen my dad. He's actually come to me, and I know he's in heaven. So I know that God welcomes imperfect people. Okay, Dylan. So I'm just going to leave it at that, and just know you are loved. You're loved by me, number one, and you're loved by Jesus. So you just rest easy in that, okay? Please, for me. These nuts, your husband got that Mexicana in him. Yes, he does. Well, thank you, Dylan Flynn. She says, you and your husband are sweet. Cool. Glad I nailed that. Oh, I forgot. I was going to tell you something and I forgot what it was. I know everything about MK Ultra. LOL. Okay. Any dream countries I'd love to visit? Oh my gosh. Start the list. Start the list. Where would we like to go if we could visit? You have any ideas? We want to go to India because I was talking to an Indian man in a couple live streams back. I think it'd be cool to see India.
Greece.
Yeah, Greece. Israel, which is a little dicey right now. I have my ex-brother-in-law, the one that my sister was married to, he's Middle Eastern. I'd love to take Dan to his country and visit. That's the United Arab Emirates. I mean, but that's a hopping place right now. I mean, Dubai and all that. So I just love to go and see it because when I went there in 96 for the birth of my niece Mona, who actually took her life last year in August, but I was there for her birth and actually there to bury her. And anyways, I would love to go take Dan to the UAE to I guess France.
Sure.
I want to go see the Northern Lights in, where is it? You know, where is it, up north there in Iceland or wherever, you can get in those like glass domes, and they're like heated glass domes, and you sleep in them and you can just watch the northern lights while you lay in bed. I want to do that. That's on my bucket list. Okay, VR Jesus, did she use these techniques on her own, or were they used at their direction? My mother was well trained. My mother, I have been saying that my mother was my handler. So, but I also, man, it's a nasty story, VR Jesus. It is a nasty, nasty little bit of just nastiness. But she was my controller. Um, yeah, she has dissociative identity disorder, which is what comes with being a mind control victim, because that's what they do. They split your mind up. And so she has multiple parts, just like I'm sure you've read. And those parts have jobs. And my mother was well trained in many, many things. So, yeah. And then those things were visited upon me and my sister, and yeah, going down through the generations. Let's see. The Book of Elizabeth sounds biblical. Well, yeah, actually, that's why I titled it that way. And I wasn't trying to be blasphemous. What I was trying to do was, my first name is Melanie. That's my given name. But if you look up the meaning of Melanie, it means blackness and dark. And that's how I used to be, and that's who I used to belong to, and I wanted no part of that anymore. So I changed my name to my middle name, which is Elizabeth. And so I did that at the time that I was saved by the blood of Jesus Christ. And so when I made my website, and if you look at my website, you'll see I talk about that is how I have been healed, is the healing hand of Jesus Christ. He has been my savior and my healer and so much more. So yeah, the Book of Elizabeth is kind of a take on books in the Bible, but it's not biblical. It's just kind of a shout out to Jesus and what he did for me. Well, these nuts, I don't know. I mean, I write my book. I write pieces and parts of it, but I don't have a publisher. I don't, I don't have anybody to help me with or to motivate me, to really motivate me. I know that people that get publishers and stuff like that get real super motivated to write a book. I just kind of bebop along and write things, and someday I'll staple it all together and give it to somebody to see if I can get it published. Let's see. Have you heard about the idea that repeatedly engaging with and thinking about trauma can actually have a negative effect? Yes. I just went through a little bit of that, and I'm out of it. I'm out of it because of that live stream the other day. I had a bunch of really great people from around the world sharing their different philosophies, but all of which included things like let the past go. And someone told me I had to spend 2 days smiling. And so I thought, I'll commit to that. And it worked. It worked. I am out of where I was. But I've had a rough, oh man, this last 2023 was a year from hell for me. I mean, I got attacked by my neighbor. It was bad, really bad, highly, highly triggering of past junk for me. And of course, since it was a neighbor, it made me now terrified to leave my house. Then my husband, Dan, ended up with a lot of health issues. And this was literally, May was the attack. June was my husband's health. August was when my niece took her life. Then I had to go to the funeral and see my sister and that whole cluster bleep over there in Virginia. And then after that, it's been a lot. I'd like to not think about my past, but what I've got to do is get the people of my past out of my life, which I just recently did. So now I'm climbing out of it. Sometimes it feels like I'm going real slow, but I am climbing out of it. Don't force yourself to do stuff you're uncomfortable with. Just love supporting people like y'all. Well, thank you, these nuts. You'd like to hear my hubby's opinion about what VR Jesus? Maybe you said it down here. Where'd you say it? Let's see. Because he'll give you his opinion for sure. But opinion on what? Will you clarify, VR Jesus, what you want him? You're being the devil's advocate here. I'd like your hubby's opinion. Clarify on that one. Okay, VR Jesus says Dubai is a hellscape. Don't go. All right. Noted. I used to live in Dubai for a year straight, but I was a kid. Yeah, but I know it's a hopping place. I didn't know it was a hellscape, but I know it's a hopping place. I don't know. You know, when I went there in '96, well, I was in Abu Dhabi, but it wasn't as hopping, you know? So, but that area is just changing so fast because all that money makes it possible, you know? What were y'all doing during COVID? You know, I'm going to tell you, I got COVID about 6 months before COVID was COVID. um, yeah, complete with couldn't breathe, the works. And I did not know what was wrong with me. And so I subsisted on cans. You know those cans of oxygen that mountain climbers use? I just used that. I'd lay in bed. I couldn't even breathe. I couldn't move. Good 6 weeks of COVID before it was ever announced. That was in September. And COVID came out in March. So let's see. You've been banned? Dylan Flynn, I did not ban you. I don't know why you think you've been banned. Well, she was conditioned. Who was conditioned? Okay, I'm missing some of the chat here, guys. So sorry if I'm not answering stuff. Yeah, because you keep making it political or trying to. Charles. Hello, Charles. This is the first time I'm seeing you. Charles says, hallelujah, you have been washed in the blood of the Lamb. Praise the Almighty. Amen. Do you have a favorite Bible book? Are you kidding me? The whole thing is my favorite, but okay. Oh, man. Okay, right at the top of the list, I love Ephesians. Oh, I love Ephesians. I love the book of John. I love Romans. I love Second Corinthians. I mean, really, I love it all. Okay, bye, Dylan. Take care of yourself, okay? You are loved. Don't forget that. VR Jesus, saying this as someone who genuinely wants the best for you. Don't write the book. Let it go. Oh, okay. What are your plans for the future and what do you want out of life? You guys are awesome. You and the people in my last live stream, you guys are forcing me in all the best ways to move on and move forward. But then doing that, I want to help people. It's all I've ever wanted to do is help people. And that's kind of what I got to say, VR Jesus, that's what I've been doing on my Substack is it's been more about using what I learned from my past to help people who are stuck in their past. But it's just such a fledgling thing that I'm doing, you know, like I've just started it, that I'm just beginning. But I hear you. See, you're another gift from God for me. I call people like you divine appointments. It's like you just show up and say the perfect things. And it just fits right in with what I was being told a couple days ago. Okay, VR Jesus, I wanted to hear his opinion on engaging with your traumatic past and making it a focal point of your content. And moreover, dedicating a lot of time to thinking and talking about it. I can tell you what he thinks of that. He hates it. He hates it. Hate, that's a strong word. He wants me to feel better. He wants me happy. Hey, our fire is going down. You know, he's a past in the past kind of guy. He wants me to let it go. Again, what isn't easy about letting it go is because I continue to allow the people of my past into my present to re-traumatize me. So the trick is being strong enough to keep the people of my past in the past. So That's what I'm trying to work on, but it's a process, not an event. It's kind of my saying. Cans of oxygen to survive. U.S. medical system at work. Yep. Though, but we didn't know at the time. We didn't know it was COVID. I just thought it was the consequence of what's that called? Pneumonia that I had, a few years back. I don't know why. I hate doctors anyways. I'd gone through this massive surgery in 2018, so I just am not keen on going to doctors anyways. So I just stayed at home and took mountain climber oxygen and prayed. Help yourself first and lead by example. By moving on and becoming the happiest and best person despite that trauma, you will inspire others to leave their past behind and look to a better future. You're so right. Oh man, I am hearing you, VR Jesus. I am hearing you. These nuts. Whoops. You're helping people without even knowing it. This live stream is the only place I've genuinely enjoyed and want to stay in. You're an angel, and so is your husband. Aw, well, thank you. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you very much.
You can't see him over there in the dark, but I'm pointing my phone at him. He says thank you as well. Charles, cool. My pick may be a bit cliche, but I think Ecclesiastes might be my favorite, just for the sentiment. Otherwise, I get it. Picking a favorite is an odd question. Oh, they all mean something to me, Charles, are you looking into beta readers and line editors for your manuscript? I don't even know what those are, Charles. So, no. I have a dream, I have a dream. I've had a dream since a very little girl to write a book. And I've written several that are on computers and hard drives and floppy disks, those good old fashioned floppy disks. And yeah, I've just never been published except for, news articles. I've written things. Back when I had my big blog, I wrote about mental illness. My son has schizophrenia, so I wrote about mental illness. I got to write articles for like Psych Central, and Dr. Sanjay Gupta interviewed me. What else? NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness. I wrote articles for them, but I've never gotten to actually do what I want to do, which is have an actual book. So let's see. We're not writing it, LOL. We're writing a book about something else. Maybe RC planes, or how you cross the country with your husband on electric bikes. Oh, that's the book that Dan needs to write. My problem, VR Jesus, with doing things like cross-country trips, with the surgery that I had in 2018, I can't ride a bike. I can't sit in a car for more than, if I'm lucky, I can make it 45 minutes. But, so things like airplane flights but we've talked about getting a motorhome, something like that, something kind of small, and just bebopping around and seeing things. Let's see. NAMI does do a lot of really good work. Yes, Charles. And yes, his schizophrenia was a lot to deal with. He is in remission by the grace of God. Actually, I would say a miracle was performed on my son, because he is very, very, very high functioning. Truly, you would not know he is schizophrenic. So, full-blown schizophrenic, VR Jesus. Scary times those were when he became psychotic. I mean, this started when he was, oh man. I mean, it got really bad starting at about age 15, and then got worse at about 17. And yeah, I mean, this went until he was about 22, 23, and then we just got some good doctors and some good meds, and he has just been on an upward healing trajectory ever since. But I credit Jesus with it, quite honestly. Yes, the stigma around schizophrenia is insane, and that's why I started my blog all those years ago, to break that stigma apart. People needed to know that these people are human beings with a very serious illness. So, but see, I kind of upset Big Pharma because I found out they were creating a tracking drug, and they were testing it out on schizophrenics, and I was just like, why would you do that? Why would you? I mean, the most paranoid population on the planet. And you're going to test a tracking drug, a pill they have to swallow that's an antenna that would track them. I couldn't get on board with it. And so they sent a Black Hawk. You can actually scroll down in my videos, and it's way, way, way down about 4 years ago, and it's called How I Became an Enemy of the Lie. They sent a Black Hawk for me. Flew right over my house and scared the crap out of me, and shut me up. And I shut my blog down and went quiet for a while. But I'm back. I'm back. Good question, these nuts. Mr. Nut. Mr. Nut, you nailed it, bro. Wait, what did he nail? You said something up here about a motorhome. That's right. Get a motorhome. Lots of exclamation points. Go around and see things. Mop around and see things. Oh, man, we want to. Dan has to retire first before we can do that. But we definitely want to. I'm loving talking to you guys. I just want you to know that. You have blessed my evening. What do you think is a huge difference in today's generation from y'all's? Ooh. Work ethic is an issue. I mean, I'm just saying, okay, I'm not saying I hate to put a blanket statement like the entire generation lacks a work ethic. Um, but what Dan as a store manager is running into, what my son who is a manager in his store is running into, what other people we know here in our town are saying that they are running into is finding good workers, just ordinary people to do ordinary jobs. They will not stay in the jobs. So that's the biggest pet peeve.
Yeah, just like, keep in mind, not everyone in the generation is what we describe as, is not motivated and stuff like that, because I've got some very, very, very good, caring guys working with me and for me. Um, but every generation blames the generation before. And,
That's a good song.
there's good people and not so good people. I think one of the biggest things I've noticed that's hard for me to understand with these younger guys that I work with is not having goals of buying a home and living, we'll say, the American dream and stuff. I know it's becoming more and more out of reach for people, but it's almost like they've just given up because they don't even want to try, because they just feel it's just beyond what they could ever do, ever achieve.
Ooh, I like that.
But I don't judge. They're all good people in one way or another. If it's not physical work, maybe it's their intelligence. But I'm not a big judgmental person. I go with the flow.
Yeah, he's very chill. He's chiller than me. But see, we're by a fire tonight, so I'm more chill than I normally am. So let's see. I want to go down here and see. That's not real. Wait, what's not real? You're not serious. What's not real? I don't know what we're talking about here. Social media. Oh man. Yeah, the parents that I have talked to of So I live near an elementary school, and so I've talked to some of the parents of these elementary school kids, and they are horrified how they have lost their children to social media. Horrified. I mean, broke my heart. I had a father on my front lawn crying. See, I have a little Christian library. You know those cute little libraries that you see in people's yards and stuff or in parks? I have one that's Christian in my front yard. So, of course, it draws in believers and stuff. So I will often go out and talk to people and stuff. So I had a dad that has a elementary school. Well, now she's in junior high, but he stood on my front lawn and cried and was just like, I don't know what to do. I have 3 kids and they all are lost in social media. I had a friend for a while that her daughters were, I mean, what is that thing? TikTok? What they were doing on TikTok and Snapchat and woo. I mean, I was actually shocked, with that friend what her daughters were putting out on social media. I mean, extremely explicit stuff. And I'm like, these children are minors. They shouldn't be doing this, but all their friends are. So, yeah, social media, no bueno. Um, these nuts. How old are all of y'all? Well, I'm 52, Dan is 60, and my son is, well, he was born in 94, so he's 29 right now. He'll be 30 this year. VR Jesus, I can expand on the work ethic thing with inflation and the fact that wages have not increased, right, in multiple decades, but cost of living keeps increasing, right. Okay, I'm going to speak to that in a minute. The fact is that the money people are being offered is not enough to justify working hard. Buying a home is completely out of reach. We have given up. You're saying you don't understand, but you outline the issue exactly. Okay. Um, yeah, where my son works, which I'm not going to reveal it, but it's like a big box store. Um, they will not raise their minimum wage to match what other comparable establishments in town are paying. So, trying to get employees in there to accept that lower wage is next to impossible. I mean, they're always losing people and it's a mess. I mean, so yeah, I'm going to back this up though, VR Jesus, and read this to Dan because he came back. So this is what VR Jesus is saying to what you said. I can expand on the work ethic thing with inflation and the fact that wages have not increased in multiple decades, but the cost of living keeps increasing. The fact is that the money people are being offered is not enough to justify working hard. Buying a home is completely out of reach. We have given up. You're saying you don't understand, but you outline the issue perfectly or exactly. So you pretty much nailed it.
Well, yeah. My not understanding is just, I guess what I'm meaning is a generation was brought up where you work hard to earn your way.
Yeah, but
And
if you like what he's saying now though is you worked hard because you got fair pay for the hard work that you did. Now, like where Thomas works, they're not getting fair pay for the hard work because that stupid company won't raise their
right.
minimum wage. So, let's see. Quick question. Do you guys feel old? Okay, number 1, do we feel old? Yes,
Yes.
we do. We have aches and pains and yeah, we do. um Let's see. And then, do you feel that time flies slow or fast? Well, I don't know. We feel both. Sometimes it seems like it's fast. Other times it's like, man, this is taking forever. So that, yeah,
Yeah.
both.
But as my processing, my my mental processing slows down, obviously everything around me seems like it's going faster and faster.
Yeah.
As well, it truly is going faster and faster, but
Let's see. Do you look back and be like, I can't believe that it was this much years ago? Yeah. If I'm understanding you, yes. Your husband is so chill. He got to run a class for some of the people out there sadly nowadays. Wait, I'm going to read that again. These nuts. Your husband is so chill. He got to run a class for some of the people out there sadly nowadays. So he should run a class, is what you're saying? You guys are going to change our lives, you know. You're giving us things to think about. VR Jesus. So back when Instagram came out, I wrote a paper in school about how I believed this would destroy society, and everyone thought I was insane when I presented it. 32. When you guys were growing up, if you worked hard, you were almost guaranteed enough money for a home and a family. True. Absolutely true. Yes. And now you're not, it sounds like. Plus, the cost of homes is insane. At least last I checked. VR Jesus. OMG, the time acceleration as I'm getting older. I swear time is moving faster every day. It's terrifying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But you're getting wiser.
You're getting wiser. There you
It's a
go.
lot for wisdom, I'm telling you.
See, he's right. Dan's right on that. The wisdom that you get, it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to go back and be young again because I'd rather know what I know and have experienced what I've experienced. And have this wisdom and be able to talk to people like you, you know, have a fireside chat and plus I love listening to you, you know. See, like these nuts. Okay, these nuts. Oh my gosh. He's turning 20 next year. Can't believe it. So he's just a youngin'. You're
Wow.
a youngin'. But you know what I'm loving? Oh, you guys are, I want you to know what you're solidifying for me, because it's what I've been working on the last few days since my other epic live stream is I mean, this is really, really lofty plans, but I want to build a community of people that are willing to have a conversation where everybody not all at once, but everybody gets to speak and everybody listens, and then everybody is flexible. Like nobody is so hard-headed in their beliefs that they aren't willing to sit and have a decent conversation, you know. I mean, this is sort of, and I that was my last article on my Substack, was kind of outlining what I want for the perfect community, you know. And I don't mean like a city kind of a community. I just mean where people come to this channel or come to my Substack, or I don't know. I once had what are those called? A Discord, you know. I'd fire my Discord back up if I thought I could get enough people together that just want to, you know. I love there's different generations at work here, that you guys are young and that you guys are giving us a chance, because I want you to know something. There is a huge impression out there. Ooh, that was neat. There's a huge impression out there for all of us who are older that you youngins don't like us, you know? Like you're annoyed by us because we're old, you know? And that's what the impression is out there. And you guys are changing that, you know? To talk to someone who's 20 and you're being respectful and kind, and I mean, you're rocking my world tonight. I want you to know that. Let's see. Man, I'd rather, these nuts, man, I'd rather hang with you VR and y'all than just go through shit on a daily basis. Yeah. Okay, we need to do more of these fireside live streams. I would love to do this like regularly. I was going to do a live stream today, but I took it's supposed to help blood pressure, to take cayenne pepper pills, you know, like capsules. It's just capsules full of cayenne pepper. But I took one, and for whatever reason, I've been taking them for a while, but one I took my stomach, and I had the worst stomach pain today, so I canceled my earlier live stream. But I was wanting to have a live stream that's just like this. But maybe that's God's hand, you know? He was like, not at 3. You're not doing one at 3. You're going to do one at 9 or whatever time it is now.
Right.
Let's see. These streams only work with max 10 people. The issue with your idea for a community is that, whoops, hold on, the issue with your idea for a community is that once you pass a certain number, it just, let's see, I keep losing it. It just becomes a room of people screaming at each other. I agree, VR Jesus. I agree. But there's, I had to laugh because I laid out my plans over at Substack, what I want. I mean, I can say, I can make plans, right? Like, it doesn't mean anybody has to agree or anything. So I just laid out my plans and someone unsubscribed from me. I was like, well, I guess they can't do it. So I lost one. But yeah, I agree. I don't know. I've seen people doing, what are they called? Zoom meetings, you know, and then you could have people sign up, you know, where then there's only, you can just have 10 people in there. And I don't know, honestly, I think if we could get a good group of 10 together to talk like adults, you know, like sane adults, I think something could get accomplished, you know. And then mix and match, you know, say on Monday we have a Zoom call with one set of 10 and then, you know, and then mix and match throughout the week and see what we get. I don't know. It'd be massive to try to put together, but hey, I'm a dreamer, so we can plan for this. You guys are giving me so much to think about tonight. These nuts is wise beyond his years. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You better subscribe, you guys. I want to see you around, okay? I want to see you in my comment section. I want to know that you're around. You guys are changing my life. These nuts. See, I keep getting judged for that. I love hanging around with my friends, but I find truly peace around adults and people around y'all ages. Yeah. Well, you're blessing my life, these nuts. Your name makes me laugh, I gotta say. But so sorry I keep laughing when I talk to you. But yeah, you are blessing my life. Glad you're here. VR Jesus. Oh, everybody left. Nobody's in here. VR Jesus. Cayenne pepper pills sound like they would cause diarrhea. LOL. They haven't yet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll be okay. Ooh, the fire. He must have added wood. VR Jesus, I can explain that if you want, Mr. Nuts. People don't like someone smarter than them. Oh, you are about to nail it, aren't you? If you come across as someone wise beyond your years, then when you're 20, nobody will like you who is your age. Boy, there is some truth right there. Yep. You know, though, these nuts, who cares? I mean, listen, hear me out. Who cares what the age of the person is that you hang out with? I know there's peer pressure for you to hang out with people your age, but ultimately, in the end, who cares? Especially with your wisdom, just choose your people. I mean, that's what I've been talking about. Ooh, this is a hot fire. That is part of what I've been talking about, is a family of choice, making a conscious, heart-centered, well thought out choice. Woo. Hope we don't burn up out here. That's going to get hot in there. Maybe we need to not make it so big. Just stick with us. These nuts, just stick with us, okay? You're great here, and you're welcome here, and you're loved here already. So let's see. VR Jesus solution. Have older friends. That's right. These nuts. Yeah, I love you, man. Good. I'm subbed and notifications are enabled. All right. So though, you too, you guys, you've been counseling me to leave my past in the past. So see, it says that nobody's in here right now. It says 0 people are in here. So I don't know if you guys are still here. Have grace with me while I move through this life change that I'm in right now, okay? Because I really like what you guys are saying tonight. Let me move this out of the way. I think we're going to catch things on fire in a second. uh, you might knock that down a little bit. Everybody left. It's down to 0 people. Yeah. But let's see. I'm subbed and notifications are enabled. You're not getting rid of me anytime soon. I'm staying. These nuts. Yay. He's going to stay. No worries. I laugh whenever you say it as well. Oh, you're back. Okay. These nuts. People usually judge and think I'm a bratty dude at first, but it's all right. I got y'all. Well, I haven't felt you were bratty once. Just FYI. Not once. VR Jesus. I'm actually still currently an addict to hard stuff, but the only people I spend time with are my family. Even doing hard drugs, my life is stable and I'm happy because of who I surround myself with. Okay. Well, are you looking towards a time when you are going to try to get off the hard stuff, VR Jesus? Because Dan took some pretty hard stuff, right?
Yeah, I was an addict in my late teens, and for a good 15 years or so. But I realized that wasn't what I wanted, and so I have to say not consciously, but I was smart enough that I realized I needed to stop, and the only way that I could truly stop was to completely move from my bad influences. And I moved and never went back, and have never did anything,
Any of those drugs?
any drugs of any sort, for over 35 years now.
Yeah. He had to move away. He lived in Stockton, California, and he had to move here to Idaho to get away. He had to get away from everybody. It was the only way to get sober. And that's what he... Sorry, the fire is getting a little dicey here. That's what he counsels everybody with, VR Jesus, is you got to get away from the influences. And, but that is that's your journey. I sure would love to see you. I'm sure Dan would love to see you, off the stuff. But, this is your process and your life. But the great thing is, we all here at this Fireside Chat accept you and love you.
No judgment here.
No judgment here, because we've all been there and done that on some level. And, yeah. But we'd love to see you sober if you ever get there, But we like you here too, just like this. You're fine here too. Let's see. These nuts. Family members are the only people I love hanging with. Well, I'm working on a family of choice. Whoa, this is a popping fire. A family of choice versus my real family. My real family is, well, pardon me, a shit show. So, I mean, my real extended family. I have Dan and I have Thomas, my son, and so anybody I add are going to be people like you, these nuts, and you, VR Jesus. New family of choice, conscious choice. VR Jesus, you are the sum total of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Amen. Yeah. I haven't thought that exact thought lately, but I've had, oh man, kind of inklings of that thought. Is like, think about who I'm surrounding myself with, So right now I have no friends. I'm surrounding myself with people who show up in my live streams. I'm fishing. That's what I'm doing, is I'm fishing. When we're believers in Jesus Christ, we are fishers of men, So I'm just out here doing fireside chats and things like that and meeting new people. And hoping that I find 5 people that I like and I want to spend time with. No, we're What? I just saw a thing. Whoa, hold on. Hold on, guys. An ember popped out and it's like right by my foot and I can't see it. Hold on. I'd like to not catch my... We've only had this little garden. Well, you can't see it now, but this thing, it's only been built a year, so I'd hate to burn it down tonight. But it'd make a great live stream, right? Watch it burn. Okay. You're still here, all 2 of us. Well, you're the best 2 ever. So I did not know what I was going to get this late at night, but I thought, let's just do it. Let's just do it. And I love you guys. I love that you're asking Dan questions, because it brings him, he went in the house to use the bathroom. It brings him out of his shell, and he loves to give advice and talk to people and stuff. So this being on live streams, though, is new for him. But I know he's loving doing this. Okay, VR Jesus. The issue is I was prescribed amphetamines. Yep. I don't even have to finish this sentence. At a very early age, and I got into speed and now meth. I have gone off them for multiple years, totally clean, and literally couldn't find pleasure in anything. VR Jesus, we need to talk. So then are you back on the meth right now? Because you're saying you're on the hard stuff. So do you mean meth right now? Like right now, maybe not in this moment, but currently? I have gone off them for multiple years, totally clean, and literally couldn't find pleasure in anything. Anhedonia. That's what that is called. Anhedonia, where you can't find pleasure in things. By the way, Thomas had anhedonia, but that was the symptom of his schizophrenia. Anhedonia, let me tell you something. It can be overcome, okay? Because I personally, because of my past and the trauma and all that, I was on quite a bit of psychiatric medications. I know, not the same thing, but it does elicit that anhedonia in you, and trying to get out of that anhedonia it's a process, but it can be done. Man, I'd love to put you on a I mean, here we go. I'm not selling anything, but I'd love to send you this what I give to everybody who wants to clean out. Like when my son wanted to get off some of his medications, I gave him, it's just natural supplements that help cleanse your liver, because your liver, you need to get that crap out of your liver, and drink lots of water and stuff. But you're not asking my advice. I should shut up. Okay, hold on. These nuts. Lost a friend to an overdose. Oh, I'm so sorry. Shitty part is the fact that he called me the same night he did it. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, these nuts. I'm so sorry. VR, you are a strong man. You are strong, man. Basically, the reward systems in my brain are permanently altered to where I suffer from anhedonia. Without drugs, I'm unable to find enjoyment in anything in life. VR Jesus, dude, I'm sorry. Opiates, I'm sure. I don't know why these messages are being held for review, guys, so I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. I don't know. Let's see. These nuts. Damn, I wish I could help you with that. You deserve more than that. VR Jesus, your new family. Y'all backward is dope, by the way. Backyard. Oh, our backyard is dope. Yeah, you should see it during the day. It is so cool. I mean, really very cool. And it's hidden. It's hidden between our garage and our house. So the only people really that know about it is the neighbor on one side, because her deck is like right there. But she's a nice lady, so we're cool with it. And then we've got these giant trees on the other side that block the other neighbors. But they're nice people too. But we're just enclosed in here. It's just super secret and nobody can bug us. And, after my attack from that neighbor, I just hide out back here. We got a kiddie pool. I'm not sure if it'll show up. It's not going to show up. It's just about what? How deep is that pool?
20 inches.
Well, okay, yeah, the water we put in is about 20 inches, but it's enough to just lay there and float. So we just lay here, and that's what we were doing before the fireside chat. We were laying and floating in this pool, and it's long enough. We're tall people. You know, I'm 5'7", and he's 5'8",
10.
5'10". Uh, so it's long enough and deep enough for us to be able to just float. So that's what we did before the fire.
Relieves pressures.
Yeah, definitely. Your bones get achy and tired when you get old, boys, so just know that. VR Jesus, I'm good. I'm doing what I need to do to survive. Have a good career, nice place, car, good family, 3 cats. Aw. 3 cats I adore. You make music. Hang out with us. I'm an addict, but it's simply to function. Okay, I get it. I get it. I mean, I can't help but say, I'd like you not to be like that, but I get it. I hear you. And I hear how it is you got to where you are too. I don't know. I can't judge. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm not going to judge. But wouldn't you? I mean, you want me to not think about trauma and stuff. So there. Okay. You want me to not think about my trauma, and I want you not to have addiction. Okay. And we're working on it, right? Right? These nuts. These nuts says your husband would be the dude I'd hang out with on a daily basis. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. We are Jesus. Yes, in this moment. When I do meth, I don't get high. Okay, I see. So it's just like a maintenance dose. I get it. Believe me, I get it. I mean, I've not been on meth, but I get what you're saying. So no judgment here.
No.
These
just
nuts.
Be kind to all.
Yeah.
You do you.
Hope that you'll walk away from it. Drugs are a bitch. Wish you all the best, genuinely. Yeah. VR Jesus, I literally do meth, do my laundry, call my grandma, clean my place. No staying up for days, no sketchy people. I'm not here, I'm not judging VR Jesus, so I can't. I like you, and you're sitting here functioning just fine in this chat. So we can't. This is what gets me. My dream community. This is what gets me is okay. So if you're to tell, I don't know, anybody else about your, we'll call it a relationship with meth, they're going to just make a decision about you right off the bat. And this is the kind of thing I want to eradicate in my little dream group of people that I'd love to have around me, and I don't know, some kind of community. I'm not judging you. I'm listening to you. That's the deal. I'm listening to what you're saying, and I am getting to know you, and I'm understanding why. If I knew you like in person and I saw something that concerned me, I would think you'd let me say, hey, this is concerning to me, but I don't know.
You're teaching us.
Yeah.
You're teaching us a different perspective. And we're open-minded people.
Yep. Okay, VR Jesus. Advice about liver detox. I'm totally open to any ideas. I've tried everything. I would love to not need this crap to feel normal. That's all I really want to feel. So I'm trying to think of the company is called Health Force Superfoods. Okay. They're actually out of Las Vegas, but it's all natural stuff, and they have supplements. It's called Liver Cleanse. And my son, here's what I can tell you about my son. Now, he was on all the heavy duty schizophrenia medications, still is on a couple of them, but his testosterone dropped to such low levels that they were like calling in all kinds of doctors and going, oh, we've never seen a kid his age. And at this time he was 25, And they said, we've never seen anything like this. He needs testosterone shots and this and that. And they were just so worried for him and everything. And I said, give me 6 months. And so what we did was put him on that liver cleanse, vitamin E. Um, he drank a lot of water. He cut out soda. And the culprit, believe it or not, the culprit was the SSRI that he was on, the antidepressant, specifically the SSRI. SSRIs will lower testosterone in men. And so, with all those things, just natural supplements, he got his health back in shape. His testosterone is back to normal levels. He's fine. He's fine. So, but the liver cleanse, health force superfoods, okay, VR Jesus, that is what I would send you. I would send you, if I was sending you something, I would be sending you the liver detox. I would be telling you to drink water. I would be telling you, I don't know if you get outdoors, but to get outdoors and ground. Do you know about grounding? Bare feet on the ground. Get yourself grounded. Get away from electronics. If you spend all your day playing video games, you're facing the phone, anything like that, too much of that, you got to get away from that. I mean, I know I'm just sitting here rattling stuff off, but these are all things that my son did. And like I said, he's a miracle. He's truly a miracle. Let's see. Yeah, These Nuts wants to know if there's any hobbies. I think you guys have chatted way down further than I'm reading right now. You don't need to preface with not judging. Speak your mind. I want to hear your genuine thoughts just as I have told you mine for your situation. I know, but we live in a world of having to be politically correct, so I feel like I have to say that. Preface everything with, I'm not judging, but... You didn't ask for my advice, but okay, from this point forward, I will just tell you my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. Healthforcesuperfoods.com and they don't promote me. I'm promoting them, I guess you could say, but I'm not making money off of telling you about this company. I'm just saying this is what we take. Are different supplements from that company, and the liver cleanse is what helped my son. So, but see, I don't know, we need to go to my channel page. My email address is enemyofthelie@protonmail.com. You can contact me by email and I can just tell you what I just told you, unless you have a great memory. I don't. But I can tell you what it's worth trying. It's natural supplements. Why not try it? It's funny. I actually think I have low testosterone from meth. I am getting tested. Do get tested for sure, VR Jesus. For sure. Yes, get tested. But then don't let them just turn around and start shooting you up with, there's excitement in our town. I hear sirens. Don't let them just start shooting you up with synthetic testosterone. For me, give me 6 months. Give me 6 months. It's not a life and death situation, and I'd like to see you try what I did with my son. I'm not a doctor. I mean, go watch some of my other videos. You see who I am, because you haven't seen my face tonight. But especially the live stream I just did. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Go watch that. You will see my heart. I mean, you've heard it already tonight, but you will see me in action. I just love people. So, but contact me and I will, help you. Health Force Superfoods. Screenshotting this for myself. Okay, good. I don't know. I just love their products. But don't, my advice, I did one of their cleanses with spirulina. It's called spirulina, and something else green. I don't know. And it said to start slow. And so I did. I took like one and I was like, oh, I survived that. So like I doubled it and it just, I mean, if you want to cleanse that stuff, the spirulina and manna will talk about diarrhea. you, you will wish you were dead if you take too much of that. It'll cleanse you. But the liver cleanse shouldn't do that to you at all. Water, liver cleanse. I suspect vitamin E would be good for you also. If you do have low T, you need to get it tested for sure. These nuts, usually when given prescribed medications, it ruins your health in a different way. Your son is strong, just like you, Mama. Oh man, he's amazing. He's a rock star. What he has overcome is incredible. I hate political correctness too. I do. Let's see. VR Jesus, 6 months, I'll have Black Hawk helicopters on my lawn. LOL. You're welcome. It's great fun. You know, I've always wanted them to come back so I could flip them the bird. I mean, you got to go watch that video and you can hear the terror in my voice. I mean, I was utterly terrified because you won't feel it. You know, when you watch that video, you won't feel the amount of time they hung over, and they were right above my house. We were standing right below the Black Hawk. And for me, there was enough time for them to slide a door open and lean out and shoot me. I mean, there was enough time for that. So, you know, I stood there below and you can hear me swearing at them. I am just dropping the F-bomb and everything, you know, but I was terrified. Now I'm always like, come on, come back, you POSs, you know, give me another chance. And we've had Black Hawks fly over, not over our house, but we've had them like fly over because everything is so, you know, so much more. Oh, that kind of thing happens more often now. And I'm always like calling them over. Come on, come over here. Come on, do it again. Let's see. VR Jesus. I mean, I'm instantly skeptical about the whole Black Hawk helicopter thing. What makes you think it was for you? Do you think it's possible it wasn't? Well, anything's possible, right? You know why, VR Jesus? I think it was for me because I was being stalked at the time. I was being harassed. We covered our house in security cameras. I was being threatened. I'd been hacked. My phone, my computer, they took all my pictures. I mean, it was insane. It was insane what they were doing to me. And I believe it was Big Pharma that was doing it to me, but I don't know for sure. Nobody left a calling card. Man, they used to just do all kinds of stuff to me. So I figured the Black Hawk was just another. It was unmarked. There was nothing about it. That it was flat black, unmarked. I've never seen anything like it again. Like I said, we've had Black Hawks fly around, but never stop right over the house like that. It was weird, but it's possible it wasn't for me. But then how do you explain the harassing phone calls? There was the guy that came up to me in a parking lot. I was walking, Dan and I were walking, and he came up to me in a parking lot on a bicycle and rode his bicycle around me. And this was while I was doing research. I'd been doing a lot of research on my computer and on my phone. And so he rode his bicycle around me and then threw an open can of soda at me and told me to leave it all alone, meaning like stop looking this stuff up and whatever. So no, we're not in a gated community. No. Nope. But we have lots of security cameras. I mean, that just sounds like crazy, unrelated people and a helicopter. Could be. It could be, VR Jesus. I don't know. Go watch the video and then let me know what you think. You know? It's entirely possible. But there were too many circumstances going on at that time. And given who my family is involved with, and given the fact that I was Big Pharma's, um, poster child, oh, I was promoting them real good with my blog, because I was doing a mental health blog. So Johnson and Johnson loved me. Um, and then I just wasn't a good girl anymore. I wasn't doing what they wanted me to do. So, you know, I don't know. I upset some people. I kind of tend to do that. Oh, you're more worried for them. Maybe now, yeah. It's not a long video. If you go and watch it, VR Jesus, you just have to go back through my content. It's like back 4 years. It's called How I Became an Enemy of the Lie, or Why I Am an Enemy of the Lie, something like that. And I don't know. It was terrifying though. But I like that. I mean, it just sounds like crazy unrelated people in a helicopter. No, it's been a lot of different things. Why would there be this many crazy unrelated people being threatening? And who knows? It's over now. I mean, unless they choose to start it up again, it's over now. So VR Jesus, I can just imagine. Actually, okay, I gotta read this. I can just imagine you beckoning a Black Hawk helicopter over, and your husband is just like, please no. Well, I actually, the other day, because I have flight radar on my phone, so whenever I hear airplanes, I like to see what's flying over. And it just so happened to be a Black Hawk flying over my town. And so I went out in my alley and I filmed it, because I'm like, is this it? Is this the one? Is this the one that's coming? Because I'm going to get you this. And you can hear me on camera going, come on over here. Come on. So they didn't come over though, gosh darn it. So I don't know. I've gotten more of a sense of humor about this stuff in my old age. Oh my gosh. What time is it? Can I look? It's probably really late. Oh, 11 o'clock. You guys, usually we're in bed by 9. So VR Jesus. They're in the Black Hawk like, bleep, she sees us. Not again. Oh man. I just, over the years, become more of a fighter. That's for sure. I don't put up with a lot of crap from people. Or if they do, like if I do take it from somebody, I don't stay down for long. How about that? You can come up and sock me, but I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up swinging. So you probably don't want to mess with me. Wait till you see my videos. Wait till you have a face to the name here, a face to this conversation tonight. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's a gray-haired old lady. Yeah, you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to, but watch my last live stream that I did, whenever it was, a day or so ago. I forget what I titled it. I don't know, but there were only 4 people in there, and we just had a really good time. There's a young kid in there named Kane Parks. Oh, love this kid. Love talking to him. So I'm loving you young people so much. You guys give me faith in for the future. Let's see. VR Jesus, there's being a fighter, and there's being an unarmed 50-year-old woman versus the U.S. military. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know. It's working for me right now. Oh my gosh. I guess sometimes I feel like God's got me, I mean, I don't know. I look at all I went through, and this is not me revisiting trauma, it just is truth. I look at all I've been through in my life, and I haven't begun to tell you the stories of things. I look at all that I've been through in my life. I lost my train of thought. And I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Oh, these nuts. You're going to head out. Oh, good, because I need to head out too. It's 2 o'clock in the morning for me. Oh my gosh, time for bed. I had such an amazing evening with you guys and VR. It was a blessing. I truly do appreciate the fact that you went live. Golden hearts. Well, we love you, these nuts. We love your name too. We love you so much, these nuts, and we're glad that you're here, and hopefully you'll stick around, okay? I want to see you again, all right? Don't you go away forever. Oh my gosh. VR Jesus, yo, I hope to see you around, man. Oh, you guys are awesome. Restoring my faith in humanity. Thank you. Thank you so much for everything. I'll definitely check out your channel. These nuts. Okay. We shall convene here tomorrow. Well, maybe. We might have another fire. Okay. You're inspiring me, VR Jesus. I might just be back here tomorrow. This was so dope. Oh, good night, these nuts. Good night. Sleep well, please. Have good dreams, sweet dreams. And just pop in every now. If you don't want to subscribe, just remember me and pop in and say hi, okay? Don't be gone forever. This was so dope. I will be notified next time you're live. Let's all get some sleep, homies. Sounds good. See, even the fire has died down. So yeah, it's time to go. All right. VR Jesus says good night.
All right. Good night. Nice talking with you guys. You have given us some hope.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay. Love all y'all. These nuts is out. I'm staying with this channel, Mama. No worries. Tell your husband he's just an amazing person. Oh, I'm blowing you guys kisses right now, okay? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye. Love y'all. Love y'all. Good. I'm glad you subscribed. I'll see you next time. Good night, guys.